This lab is about metric measurements. By the time you will be doing this lab, we will have covered the metric measurement topic in our lecture. So you can review this topic from lecture slides or from your textbook. In this lab, you will be taking a bunch of measurements using a centimeter ruler, 100 mil and 10 mil graduated cylinder, and a digital scale. While taking measurements, don't forget the rule of taking measurement that we always take one estimated digit. Means that if you are taking the reading using a centimeter ruler that have divisions for zero point 0.1 centimeter, when you will be taking your reading, like in this example, you are certain for the number which is 2.8 because this object is between 2.8 and 2.9. So you are certain or your known reading is 2.8, and after that you are going to make estimate, and that estimate here, since it is close to 9, so your estimate here is so your estimate is 0.07 and your reading is 2.87. Okay, so make sure you always make the last estimated digit. Before you take the reading using graduated cylinder, watch a video on measuring volume accurately and precisely using graduated cylinder. Video link is in the description below, so you can watch the video from there. You need most of the things you will get from your home lab kit, but you need some supplies from your home, like you need a quarter, you need a dollar bill, you need a standard size mug, and you need a piece of printer paper for taking measurements. The procedure here is pretty straightforward. You will be reading these instructions and performing measurements. Watch this short video for some clips on taking measurements related to this section. Okay, so here we are taking the width of a printer paper, and you can see I lined up at 0 centimeter, and then here I have 21.5, and it is a little bit more than 21.5, so my reading will be somewhere between 21.5 and 6, so I can say 21.55 will be my width of this printer paper. Okay, so now we are going to take the length of a test tube. So what I'm doing is I'm making mark here for the length of a test tube. Okay, and then I will measure the length. So I have my 0 here. Okay, and then here is my line for the height. So you can see the reading that I have is 7.5, and looks like it is exactly at 7.6. So if it is exactly at 7.6, I'm going to add a 0 and my reading will be 7.60. You can take the diameter of a quarter this way, and whatever appropriate reading you see on the ruler, you will be taking that up to 2 decimal places. Okay, so we have to take the height of this graduated cylinder, but I cannot take the height in a vertical position because the 0 on the ruler is not touching the bottom of the graduated cylinder. So what I will do is I will lie my cylinder down on the paper, and I am going to make marking for my bottom of the cylinder, and I have this touching here the bottom, and then I'm going to make the marking for the top. Okay, and then I'm going to measure the height of the test tube cylinder of the graduated cylinder like this. So you can see what I have right now is exactly at 14. So if I'm taking reading from here, and I know that I have to take up to 2 decimal places, so my reading here will be 14.00 centimeter. Here you will be using graduated cylinders to take the volume of different objects. You will be measuring the volume of a small plastic cup, a test tube, a standard size mug in your from your house, and you will be finding volume using a geometric formula as well. So for this section, for part 1, 2, 3, and 4, watch this short video to get little idea on how to take the readings.
Okay, next we are going to take the volume of this small cup. So what I did is I filled this small cup up to the really tippy top, and I will transfer this water into the graduated cylinder very carefully, and then we are going to read this volume. And for reading, remember that you have to place the graduated cylinder on the tabletop, and then your eye level should be your eyes should be right across. Zoom. So I'm zooming this here. So okay, in this video we are going to measure the volume of a small test tube. We have filled it out with water up to the tippy top, and then now transfer it to the graduated cylinder. Okay, so after adding that, just make sure that your cylinder is straight on the table or on a countertop, and your eyes are at the liquid level, and then you will be taking the reading up to the we'll be taking the reading up to 1 decimal place. So my camera isn't working really well here, but you will be taking the reading up to 1 decimal place. We're going to measure the volume of small test tube using 10 milliliter cylinder. We have test tube filled out up to the top, and now we're going to transfer liquid to the cylinder. This graduated cylinder have divisions up to 0.1 milliliter. Okay, so next we are going to measure volume of a standard size cup using graduated cylinder. So what I did is I have this cup filled with water up to the top, and I will for easy pouring, I will transfer this water to a pitcher, and from here I will transfer it to the graduated cylinder. Okay, so next what I will do, I will transfer this liquid to the graduated cylinder and take reading from there. So what I will do is I will pour water in it somewhere below 100 where I can take reading. So I have my liquid in this. It is straight. I need to get rid of all the air bubbles. Okay, so now I can see this reading, and the reading here is 96.2. So 96.2 is the reading that I'm taking here, and after taking reading, what I will do is I will transfer this liquid back in this cup, or you can just throw it in the sink, and then I will add rest of the water, and I will take another reading. Okay, after taking reading, I will again pour it back to the cup or in the sink, and will continue the process until I take the volume of all the water that I have in this pitcher, and at the end I will add all those volumes that will give me the volume in milliliters of the water that I had in this cup in the beginning.
In this section, you will be taking mass measurement on a plastic vial lid and together. So watch this short video on how to take that reading.
Okay, now we have to take some weight readings. So I turn on my scale. Unit is in gram here, and my balance is already 0.00, so I don't have to press tare. So what I'm going to do is I have this vial from my first experiment, separation of salt and sand experiment. I will take the weight of this empty vial, which is 6.64. Next, I will take the weight of this lid, which is 0.88. The next weight that I will take is I will take the weight of both lid and the vial. So I have 7.51. So we have these three weight ratings. We will write down these three weight ratings in our report form and convert them from gram to whatever unit we have to convert it to.
Okay, so this is the report form that you will be filling out while you are taking readings. Remember, all of your readings will be in centimeter, right? And wherever you see this asterisk means you have to show calculation on the calculation page, which we have on the last page is the calculation. Now, how to do this unit conversion? You must have learned that topic in your lecture, so make sure you watch the lecture slides or the video associated to see how to convert, how to do the unit.